The team over at Retro-bit and IREM are at it once again. Hammerin' Harry, the arcade classic, is coming to the Nintendo Entertainment System along with Hammerin' Harry 2. Are you a fan of the series? Let me know down in the comments. Let's take a look at the news here from Retro-bit because this is super exciting. I've known this has been coming for a while, and it's great to be able to finally talk about it with you. The Hammerin Harry Concrete Collection brings the first two titles together, which stars one of IREM's most recognizable characters, Harry. Their heroic carpenter stars in Hammerin Harry, featuring the NES port of the original 1990 arcade, released in North America in a cartridge for the very first time, and Hammerin Harry 2, Dan the Red Strikes Back, officially released outside of Japan and translated for the very first time. Each one is full of platforming action where we take on the Rusty Nailers, Dr. Parallel, and a giant phantom, all here to ruin Harry's time with his girlfriend. So grab your trusty hammer and headband and let's get busy. So as you can see here on screen, you do have both versions of the game, or both different editions of the game. You have the original game for the NES in kind of that wood grain pattern, really kind of cool looking, and then you do have the freshly paved Hammerin Harry 8-bit cartridge for Hammerin Harry 2. Both versions do also come with full color instruction manuals. You also get a numbered deluxe hardcover cartridge package for each cartridge here too. Super, super cool. Now this is something I have to admit, I've never played the Hammerin Harry games, but I know many people have and absolutely love them. Taking a look again, just a closer look at the first game here, you do have the Oakwood Hammerin Harry 8-bit acrylic 8-bit cartridge with exclusive acrylic cartridge display stand, the full colored instruction manual, and a numbered deluxe hardcover cartridge packaging. And then let's take a look at this thing. Just looks cool. Look how cool this looks here with the kind of chibi combo 8-bit style graphics on the display stand. And again, that wood grain, you cannot deny the legitness that is that display stand. It is super, super cool. Now, taking a look at the Hammerin Harry 2, here you do have the concrete kind of look to the cartridge. Again, it has its own custom display stand, full color instruction manual, have the unique box and everything here too. Very, very cool that Retro-bit and IREM have done together here as well. And here is the display stand, a little bit closer up here that you can see for the concrete cartridge. Again, just the detail and the fun they've put into this. This is just a fun looking collection. Now here's a quick look too at the box for if you do get both games at once, where you can go ahead, store it in this exclusive slipcover. So this is something very cool that they have been working on for quite some time. Now, a few common questions that we do have to go ahead and address here. First of all, it is a limited edition release, and they're not planning on doing re-releases on it. This is, I hate to say it's a one and done, but you aren't going to see these around for very long after the initial run. Most stores that carry Retro-bit products can go ahead and order this for you. I know I can get them through CastlemaniaGames.com, and the cool thing about that, if you do order through Ryan over at CastlemaniaGames.com, is you do earn what's called Castle Cash. It's his reward program, where the more you spend, the more you earn towards future purchases. And the beautiful thing, Castle Cash is just like cash. So if you've got $20 in Castle Cash, you've got $20 to spend at the castle. The other thing, there's no limitations on it. So unlike coupon and promo codes, which often don't work in pre-order situations like this, Castle Cash will work regardless. So very cool here too. Now, they've also gone ahead and they've beveled the pins on the end of the boards to make sure that they slip into the pins on your system without a whole lot of force and whatnot. These are also 5-volt cartridges and pins and chipsets that are in these, so they operate at the correct voltage. It's, like you can get knockoff versions of Hammerin Harry, but the problem is the voltage right? Are the pinouts right? Are you going to have a beveled pin? It's hard to say. This has all of that in there for you. So let's take a look at the FAQs here. Where and when can you order this? This will be an open pre-order that is available through online retailers in North America and Europe from April the 18th through May the 21st, 2023. Independent retailers, that pre-order will also have limited quantities after it has been released. There's no regional differences in terms of what's included. You can get this, like I mentioned, through CastlemaniaGames.com. limited run games and participating independent video game and collectible stores will also have it. I know my local store, Live Action Games, Harry's Retro-bit Products, they'll have that as well. In Europe, you'll get access to this through Strictly Limited Games, Dragon Box Shop, and Spellosant. What's included in this release? You get the individual game will come with a specially colored cartridge, durable deluxe hardcover cartridge box, full colored instruction manual, and exclusive acrylic display stand for each title. How many will be made? Talked about that already. Will there be another reprint? Like all titles they offer, there will be an open pre-order window for a limited time. No plans to reissue this collection. Will there be other titles from the Hammerin Harry series to get a release as well? At this time, we cannot confirm or make any further commitments to that end. We are proud to work with IREM on releasing this collection. I hope to continue to release more in the future. Will this be available for download or on other consoles? This is a physical re-release of the NES cartridge. They have no plans to release it in any other form. And again, on here, as I mentioned, you do get the compatibility with the NES, and it's compatible with the original NTSC and PAL systems, as well as most third-party clone consoles. It uses 5-volt chip. The insert points are beveled. It is region-free like their prior releases. The game is region-free so long as it's compatible with the console. It will run on 50 hertz on PAL consoles and 60 on NTSC and North American systems. Now, what's really cool here is Hammerin Harry 2 has never been available outside of Japan before. Now it will be, which is, again, just fantastic. Now, pre-orders will be open through CastlemaniaGames.com. Again, like I mentioned, by the time that you're seeing this, Ryan should have it up on the website. And then, it's everything that IREM puts together with Retro-bit to make these re-releases awesome is going to be here. I really love the acrylic stands. We got them with Battletoads Double Dragon. They're going to be here again, and we will see these hopefully later on in 2023. Now, if you do want more information, make sure you go ahead too and sign up for the CastlemaniaGames.com newsletter. That way, when he has more information, he's going to share it with you as well. We will be getting copies to go ahead and cover here on the channel when they do start shipping. I'm excited to bring those to you. This looks like a really cool, fun game, and I cannot wait to try it out. Now, if you want to see some of the other games that IREM and Retro-bit have partnered with together, I'll have them linked for you in the upper corner here where you can take a look at some of the other collector sets that they've come out with in the past because they are phenomenal, and if this is anything like those, you're going to love them.